good evening, or good morning, if that's where you are. As you can see, these characters are not geared up very well. They're not leveled. I've just thrown some mods on some of them to keep them, respectfully protected. I've done my best in that regard. But I don't see many videos with the actual characters that you need for the territory battles. Everyone generally sticks to their regular teams, which is understandable. So I wondered if we're going to have any synergies here. Now, of course, I'm doing this on Galactic Wars, so I'm going to take what comes. And I have thrown Sith Trooper in there because, as you can see, this chap up here has got no protection on him because I just don't have any mods, and I didn't fancy taking him off someone else just for the sake of this. Of course, once he gets up a little higher, he will be modded accordingly. So I put Sith Trooper in there basically to take any early attacks. So what's important here is the leader ability. She's everything except for the Zeta, so she's pretty good. Rebel allies have 20% tenacity and 20% critical chance. Whenever a rebel ally takes damage from an Empire enemy, they have 50% chance to gain foresight. So there's going to be a bit of a risk there because obviously it's Galactic Wars. The first time each turn a rebel ally resists a detrimental effect or suffers a debuff, they gain 30% turn meter. So I haven't played with these guys yet. I've played only briefly with Rook, but I think Rook is going to be the beast when it comes to this. I think people are missing out on him. He's a free-to-play guy. He's in the Galactic Ward Shard shop. So, alright, let's just get rid of that. Right, first off, we know about her massive AoE. So let's see what. Let's put it down to 2. Let's see what happens here. Alright, that's fine. Okay. So what Rook can do is he can either shoot, so physical damage with the possibility to inflict evasion down, which would be nice. He can, don't want to do it. He can call an assist and inflict a target with evasion down for 2 turns, which can't be evaded, so that's nice. Target ally gains offense up for 2 turns and then is called to assist. And then he gains turn meter because we're going to be dealing with rebels only. All right, so that's pretty tasty. Or he has this one, which is really nice. Remove 8% turn meter from all enemies, which is doubled on Empire enemies and can't be evaded. Right, so he's really a territory battle player. All allies gain 8% turn meter, doubled on rebel allies. So essentially, if we were in territory battles right now, he would be removing 16% and he would be adding 16% to all rebel allies. Okay, so let's do that. No, let's not, because I've only got him potentially as an Empire. I actually don't know because I don't know Sidious. Let's call someone to assist randomly. Well, let's call Leia. Alright. Deal physical damage to a target enemy with a 40% chance to stun. In addition, gain 100% turn meter on a critical hit. So, let's hope for the crit. Bingo! That's pretty useful! And let's get rid of Phasma. Right, now the other rebel's got a taunt here, which I'm not going to use because I want Sith Trooper to take it all. But taunt for 2 turns and grant rebel allies defense up for 3 turns. Remember, these aren't maximum geared characters. So these abilities aren't the full whack. But I've just got to test this out. So taunt and grant rebel allies defense up for 3 turns. In addition, Hoth the rebel soldier has a 25% chance to gain 25% health up. So he can taunt and heal himself. But we're not going to do that. I'm just going to stick to him as normal. Alright, let's get Leia in there. Okay, so they resisted. So I can't remember what her leader ability was regarding resists. Let's do the turn meter thing and see what happens. It's his go again. I like this guy. Especially given that Leia needs a lot of turn meter. Because her AoE has a very large cooldown. Still, it's still there. Oh, this could be a long fight. This could be a long fight. Let's see if we can. Alright, so we're hoping for a crit. We're hoping for 100%. He didn't get it. Never mind. Let's get rid of him. Alright, so we got to get rid of these healers now. going to miss. Oh, don't do that. Come on, Sith Trooper, taunt. Don't die. You don't die on the first fight. Just don't die on the first fight, whatever you do. Let's do that. Right, evasion is down. That was the hit. I don't want to taunt. Come on. Good, that will do. All right. So that wasn't so bad. We see some goodness there. Let's hope for a few more Empire characters in this next fight. Hopefully not too powerful ones, because as you can see, oh, Jedis. All right. What do I do here? Do you know what? That's the end of the video. Let's keep it really short. Because otherwise I'm going to have to fight another fight, and we're going to have to go into it. Let's have a look at the characters instead. Let's go in there. I've got them favorited anyway because I'm working on them. So it's Hoth Rebel Soldier. He was the chap. No, he wasn't the chap, was he? It was Hoth Rebel Scout. He gave us the crit hit. So deal physical damage to a target enemy with a 55% chance to stun for a turn. In addition, gain 100% turn meter on a critical hit. See, that's not so difficult, is it? That's not difficult to do. And let's say we took Sith Trooper out there and we paired him with Raid Han, right? And Raid Han gave the entire team crit chance up. That's not bad, is it? Hoth Rebel Scout gains 45% turn meter whenever an Empire enemy is defeated, and half that. Never mind that. We're thinking about territory battles. I reckon that we're missing a trick here. I reckon that we're using all our normal teams, and I think we're overlooking the actual gems of this. I want to give you Rook again. I want to show you Rook, and I think why he's so useful. So his basic, deal physical damage and effect evasion down. All right, so good. So no, the next shot isn't going to miss, right? Spotter, inflict target enemy with evasion down for 2 turns. Great. So that character is going to be killed, which can't be evaded. So it's a guaranteed hit. Target ally gains offense up and potency up for 2 turns and is called to assist. That's not bad either. If the target is a rebel ally, Bodhi, no idea, right? Rook. His name is Rook. He gains turn meter. Remove 10%. So this is what we were talking about, right? So remove 20% turn meter on all enemies, and add 20%. This guy, rebel allies gain offense up, gain 50% defense at the end of each of his turns. Rook grants offense up for 2 turns to a random ally who doesn't have it. I reckon I'm working on these now. I'm not ready for the next territory battle, because that's only in a couple of days. But I reckon that's the team, Rebel officer lead, Rolo lead, Hoth. There's the potential of a healer in there, and Rebels don't really have great healers. That could be Chirrut, or we could stick in a Jedi. But certainly a Raid Han in there as well, or maybe even a Lando. Maybe even a Lando for the big AOEs, or a Wedge. I don't know. But certainly these 3 need to be looked at. You really need to start looking at these 3. This one, of course, Rolo, she can only be unlocked by your guild mates if you're like me, a free-to-play player, and don't have all the characters, So I got to thank my guild mates for unlocking her for me. And the reason I've worked on this team is simply because, simply as a thank you to them for doing the hard work and unlocking her for me, because obviously I can't do it. So, I may as well put some energy into her to get her up to help the team overall. Selfishly, I wouldn't bother. But it's a team effort, as they say. So yeah, I reckon these are good. Well, I hope that's been useful. I hope that may have opened some eyes. I reckon we're missing a trick here by going with our standard teams. Once I've got these guys geared up, you can see I've got a lot working on. I've got a lot to do. Once I've got these guys geared up, I'll do a proper video in a territory battle, and we can see what happens to them.